GOAT. We got Jaime Munguia. Well, what's going on? What y'all doing with him? Like he
chopping at the bit.
I mean, but we're not seeing a lot of stuff going on.
What are you talking about?
Jaime, y'all protecting him a little bit.
How we protecting him?
I mean, he's not going against nobody.
Let me tell you something.
Right now.
Only reason that the sexiness haven't become matureness to you is because Munguia is going to continue to beat the people who beat until they force to fight him. It's not like he don't want to fight. You got to remember, there's a lot of ingredients that come with pitting fights together.
Okay.
My idea and your idea might not be their idea.
Okay.
So when you get ideally start thinking the same idea that made this fight is the same. There's no fight now. There's really, I can't tell you how to answer me questions, but it should be no report on the face of this earth that doubt that any fight, especially because of this one, can't be made.
Okay.
What the fuck are we talking about?
So what we got on
what
the
we
horizon
talking
for
about?
Munguia?
They say this is gonna be made.
Okay.
And guess what you doing? I see all your teeth, even your cavities, because you smiling so great because you know it's a great time right now.
No,
the big instigator. People say that we want
the biggest
the biggest instigator
in boxing,
the flag dropper. People always say, man, they want boxing to go back to what it used to be. But this fight seems like there's no strap. There's no belts. Is it going back to the pugilist, the prize fighting, the Jack Johnson days where the best was fighting the best?
Who want to keep going back? Are we going forward?
Yeah.
I mean, how you gonna go back? If you're gonna go back, let's go back with the 10-ounce gloves. Let's go back with 15 rounds. There we go. Not 12s. And you start talking about that old school stuff. So people that say want to go back this, they people that stuck and they mad because time is going forward. When every time you see a clock stop, you better put a battery in that watch. That's the only time it stops. If you don't put a battery in that watch.
Bernard, Oscar just mentioned a couple minutes ago about how he thinks this fight, Davis and Ryan Garcia surpasses one of his pay-per-view numbers with him and Mayweather. I believe he said 2.4 million pay-per-view by
history's on the making, not just in the ring, because that's at the ultimate what it is. But this can break anything. This can break anything, man. This can break the T-shirt number.
So you see 2 million?
I ain't say 2 million.
Okay.
Who had 2 million? Nobody. But guess what? It gonna definitely do 1 million. I'd see 1 million some. I leave it like that. I even go 1.3. Would you rather have 1.4 or 1 point?
1.4.
Wait, didn't Mayweather do 2 million? He did 2 million.
2.4, right?
Yeah.
2.4 for
Canelo.
Yeah. Man, thank you, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And he also did it with Canelo, your guy.
Yeah, man. I don't think he'll do that though.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be realistic.
Okay. There's a lot of
there's a lot of things to distract it from them. No, come on, man. It ain't Floyd got in right when that stuff started coming in a little bit at the end, remember?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
So that was the right time for him. Big up to him. That was part of just the way times was.
Right.
I don't think it was a strategy. I think it was more right place at the right time. Boom.
Right. What do you make of Coach Cal giving you props and saying that you're an inspiration for him, especially when he first got free from jail, stuff like that?
Yeah, we both come home. I come home up north. He come home, at the tip end of north. Don't understand, the west side of Maryland is not too far from Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Right. There's a whole bunch of, I'm Muslim, there's a whole bunch of Muslims, whether you're Nation Islam or whether you're Sunni Muslim, down there, they all convert back and forth. So I know his old heads, and he know my old heads. So what I'm gonna do is put a call out the night before this happened, and you see what happened. Respect. See, one thing for sure, if you ask me again later on about the same thing you just asked me about what I think, what are you talking about? I demand respect, and they demand respect too, but first somebody got to give respect first. And a lot of times it ain't about this, it's about the look, it's about the body language.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Tanks, go ahead.
That's D-block. That's D-block. I mean, ain't nothing to promote, I'm being honest with you. I ain't trying to promote it, ain't a good thing, but when the D-block is a lot of body language. If you open your mouth, you can't really do nothing. You're going to get killed quick. Somebody will stick you. That means you're scared for real.
When you look at this particular fight, Bernard, does it remind you of any fight in the past?
Hell yeah.
Which fight does this remind you of?
Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Ray Leonard, Benitez, Come on, man. This is my
language.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Appreciate
no.
it.
I said the 80 era. Then I tell you up there, I said the 80 era, right? You heard that, right?
Yeah.
That's my language.
Yeah.
Respect.